Hello and welcome. My name is Ali Goff. I'm the owner and founder of Goff Legal. If you're watching this, you are wondering, what the heck do I do to get ready for my estate planning consultation? You've called our office, filled out a form, you're on the calendar, and you're like, now what? What should I be doing? Well, I'm going to answer that today. I'm going to go through a checklist of things that you can start gathering that will support you in that consultation. But the first thing I want to say is, it's not going to be perfect. You're not going to get everything dialed in for a T and then come in. The purpose is to gather as much as you can, come in and meet with one of our attorneys who will help you get across the finish line. There's a reason why you called our office. There's a reason why you scheduled an appointment. There's a reason why you're meeting with an attorney. And it's because we are good at helping you through the process. It is a process. But I want to make sure that you have some of the information you need as you are starting to gather and get ready. So the first thing is we're going to need your government ID, right? You're going to have to sign these documents in front of a notary. So whether that's your passport or your driver's license or a state issued ID, doesn't matter. Get it ready. Get a copy of that ready. Okay. Next up, we're going to ask you about your family information, your name, if your spouse, if you're married, any family members who are living, children, grandchildren, anyone who's passed on before you. Um, those are the important things we're going to need to know. If they're alive, address and phone number are a really good thing to have, just in case of emergency, by the way, but also so it's connected up to your estate plan. If you have estate planning documents, grab the whole thing. I don't need them organized beautifully. I don't need you to do anything with them other than when we ask for them, please hand them over. We will take care of scanning them and getting them and organizing and reviewing them. If you have electronic copies, we'll take those. That certainly makes our life easier, but not necessary. We can handle that. Let's go through some of the assets that you might have that you want to sort of gather information. Real estate. If you have deeds showing the title, wonderful. If not, you're just going to put the address of the property into the decision vault intake form and we'll pull the deed for you. But if you have things that would be helpful for your next in line, think about this, right? We're creating a plan not for you while you're alive. You don't need a plan. You're alive. You pay all your bills, you do all your stuff, everything's in your name, poof. We need a plan for when you're gone. So think about, what would your trustee, your family need to have in the event they can't ask you about your assets. Maybe it's a copy of your mortgage statement, copy of the deed. If you have timeshares or vacation rentals, out of state properties, just put it into a folder and sit there. Again, I don't need you to make it look super beautiful. We can help organize that and make it look great, but have that sort of thinking about that. Next up, your financial assets. Bring a list, if you have, of your bank accounts, your investment accounts, retirement accounts, life insurance policies, retirement policies, annuities, business interests. Oh, so many different things. If you don't have a business, don't worry about that part. If you don't have cryptocurrency, ignore, right? When you're going through our intake form, it's through Decision Vault. We're going to have an opportunity to fill out that asset information. You'll be surprised how many times you're like, I forgot I had that asset. Oh, oops, let me put that in there. If you forgot about it, it might be hard for your beneficiaries or your trustee to find later on. So writing it down is really key. Whether or not it's going to go into your trust or have a beneficiary or has a joint owner, that's not the decision of whether you let us know. You let us know about it and who owns it, and we will help you figure out what happens next. Do we keep it the same? Do we change the title? Do we list a beneficiary on there? That's for us to help you. You don't need to figure that out. You just need to give us the information about your assets. If you have them, vehicles, valuables, safe deposit boxes, those sorts of things, you'll fill that information in. Liabilities and debts. If you have that, most of us do, credit cards, mortgages, loans, HELOCs, whatever it is, just have a list of those ready in case we're going to need those. Again, we're not going to do much with that, but your trustee might need to. Someone has to pay your bills. Okay. How do they know what bills to pay? Have a list or have a copy of that bill. Decision makers. Okay, here's where you're going to start thinking about who's going to make decisions for you, be your surrogate decision maker, as we call it, if you're not able to. Think about medical decisions and financial decisions. If you can come up with a list of three in each category, that's a good start. We'll help you with the rest, but that's a good place to go. If I'm not around, who would I trust to make my decisions? For me, it might be my spouse, and then it might be my sibling or my parents. If have children who are responsible, I don't. They're 5 and 8. If I did, I might choose one of my children. right? But think about your family, your situation before you just arbitrarily pick people. I have a whole video on who to pick. And it's not necessarily the oldest child. Let me tell you that. As an oldest child, I very much understand this. Other considerations. Think about some of the other things that are part of your family, your pets. What about your charities that you would like to give to? We don't know everything about you. You have to share with us information. So put that in there if that's something you want to talk about. Things you might want to ask at your consult. Write down some questions. Sometimes you get in with the attorney and are like, I forgot everything in my brain. I have no idea what I was going to ask. Get a piece of paper, get a pad, just start writing down random questions for the attorney. I bet throughout the consultation, we're going to answer most of those for you. But if not, you'll have something to go, yep, answered, answered, and oh, I didn't get that one. Tell me about fill in the blank, and you'll say it. How about that? I like it. Um, we really can answer almost any question related to estate planning, or at least point you in the right direction or get you a referral to bring those answers. So don't forget if you want to talk about financial planning, insurance, real estate, you want to buy something or sell something. We have so many resources. Just write that down and we will help you find the right connection to make your life easier. Again, that's our job. Our job is to get you from the beginning to the end. You've done honestly some of the hardest work, which is to schedule a consultation and get on the calendar and get ready to show up. This is just gathering information. If you're a paper person, get a little folder and just shove the papers in there and bring it in. If you're not a paper person, put an electronic folder and we'll give you an opportunity to upload that into our secure portal. You can always reach out with any questions to our office. You have the phone number, you have our website, Goff Legal. Just Google Goff Legal, gofflegal.com, and we're happy to help you out. With that, we are excited to meet you and excited for your estate planning consultation.